Good evening, Ramblers. Welcome to another edition of the Loyola Student Dispatch Weekly Roundup. I'm Blake Keller. This week's episode is a rather peculiar one. We will dive in on different topics both locally and nationally and hear some thoughts on recent events in the world. Find out more when we get caught up. It was a normal Monday morning for most Lakeshore Drive commuters. However, in a Chicago Tribune report, one person noticed something unusual. Linda Ewan, a caseworker for the Department of Human Services, was on her normal morning commute when she saw a man's feet dangling about a foot from the ground, about south of Foster Avenue. She made the call to 911, and authorities say it was an apparent suicide. A death investigation is being conducted. Loyola University Chicago students may be able to enroll in a Chinese foreign language minor by the 2016 fall semester. Loyola's full-time Chinese language professor has been a driving force behind the proposal. There has been support in adding a Chinese language minor, including 16 pages of student statements. Loyola University Museum of Art is holding its 8th annual holiday exhibit now through January 10th. The Gift from James and Amelia Govan shows the story of Mary, Joseph, and the Christ child, and many artists' different takes on the nativity scene. Artists from Armenia to Zimbabwe recreate nativity scenes with their own interpretation coming from their native lands. The artist in residence at the Department of Fine and Performing Arts, Ross Lehman, will take the stage as a famed scientist in Loyola's main stage production of Galileo. Head of the theater department, Marky Lococo, will direct the production. The play details the conflict Galileo had with the Catholic Church on the theory that the sun is the center of the solar system, not the Earth. Galileo will run from November 13th to November 22nd. And last Friday, a horrible tragedy occurred near central Paris. Multiple series of terror attacks killed over 120 people. 8 attackers, 7 of them suicide bombers, spread terror around the city. Paris went into a state of emergency, resulting in country borders to close. Over the course of the next few days, more attacks and attempts have taken place. Loyola students studying abroad at the John Felice Rome Center have all reported as safe since the attacks on November 13th. Students abroad and people in Paris, please stay safe, and I stand in solidarity with you. For Loyola Student Dispatch Weekly Roundup, I'm Blake Keller. Good night.